Hey everyone, how you doing? This is a reaction, another one, to the Verge's PC build guide. Now, I know I'm a year late. This has been out before, and I've heard my friends talk about it, but I've never actually reacted to it, and I actually haven't seen it yet. I've seen bits and pieces. I heard it's really bad though. Like, I've heard it's not good, but let's see. Alright, let's get started. Let's see how bad can it actually be.
Managing editor built a gaming desktop, but it's kind of out of date, and it's definitely not going to hold up for Battlefield 5. So, let's build a new one. You can build a gaming desktop for around $1,000, but I want to go all out, so I spent around $2,000. PC like this is going to be able to play most games.
Okay, for one, some people are not that rich. You can build a game PC for $1,000? Okay, here's the thing about that. I built my computer for $600, and my computer can take any game. Hell, it can run a Wii U emulator with no problem. Matter of fact, if y'all been on my channel, y'all have seen me play Breath of the Wild on my computer. So yeah, you can build a computer for $600. If you really are, like, don't have that much money, you can build one for about $300-400. Like, I've seen PC build guide, not PC build guides, PC builds that in the $300 range, like Linus Tech. You know how they do scrapyard wars? Yeah, they build computers for even cheaper than that. So, a little bit wrong about that, buddy.
Games at ultra settings. So, what do you need to build a desktop? Well, of course, first you need a table. Preferably not metal. If it's going to be metal, have an anti-static working surface layered on top of it.
Okay.
A paste applicator, an Allen wrench, some tweezers to tighten up the wires, a Swiss Army knife which has a Phillips head screwdriver in it.
Whoa. Okay. What? Okay, thermal paste applicator, I can understand that. But here's the issue. I never use that. When I built my computer, I just put a dot on the die. That's it. An Allen wrench? What do you need an Allen wrench for? For one, on the heatsink, there is Phillips screws, and you screw them down. You don't need an Allen wrench for anything. Did he call us tweezers? Those are zip ties. And okay, cable management, I get that, but that's not tweezers. And a Swiss Army knife? Why? I have a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, it does not cost a lot of money to get the right tools. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver. You don't need a Swiss Army knife. And hopefully it has a screwdriver in it. Why are you going to start building a PC if you don't have the right tools beforehand? Oh boy, this is going to be good.
And last but not least, an anti-static bracelet, which is to protect you and the part.
Wait, hold on. That's not an anti-static wristband. For one, here's the thing. I don't use one anyways. I never use it. As long as you ground yourself to the computer box, which is metal, you're de-static charging yourself. All the static electricity is... I've seen people build computers on carpets, and it doesn't do that. The only time that your components will fry when you have static electricity is if you're rubbing your feet on the carpet and then shocking a component. I have never once. I've built computers on my bed, for crying sake. And I've never had one component short out because of static electricity. But that, for one, that's not a static wristband.
These are the parts you're going to need, but more importantly...
Okay, that is not a static wristband at all. There's no wire going to it. A static wristband, or a static discharge wristband, we wouldn't call them, I don't use them. The thing is, there's a wire that goes to a ground. You either clip it on your case, or you put it in a ground plug on your plug. And if you basically get static electricity, instead of shorting out your components, which supposedly supposed to work, it goes to there. That is not a static wristband. That looks like a Livestrong bracelet. That's one of those bracelets for like when you have like a heart attack awareness or when you're running. That is, oh boy. Are you an idiot?
Before we get there, we need to understand what these parts are doing and how they interact with one another. To better understand the parts that make up a desktop, let's try to understand them individually. The processor is like the computer's brain, a base of calculations that control everything the computer does. The motherboard is like the foundation, serving as a main structure for all other parts to be added to. It also allows the other parts to communicate with one another, which also makes it kind of like a nervous system.
Right.
Graphics cards are responsible for rendering and processing visuals into what you see on screen. Our PC's power supply is, of course, channeling electricity, in that it adjusts and provides the right amount of energy to keep it running. Last but not least, RAM, or random access memory, and your hard drive are good examples of short-term and long-term memory, respectively. If you want to better understand what kind of computer to build, then first figure out what you want to use it for. A gamer might care more about a graphics card than, say, a video editor, who might want extra RAM to assist with editing large files. If you're building a budget build for video streaming, say under $1,000, you want to focus on parts, like a Core i5 or Core i3 processor, that require less energy. They'll be less powerful, but then you'll be able to scale back the cost of several other parts. And if you need help choosing the right parts for your build, there are sites like PCPartPicker.com that help show presets for which parts fit together, which sort of part conflicts you might have, and where to find deals on new parts.
Alright, so the fact that so far so good, except the first part. PC Part Picker is a godsend. Oh my god, it's a godsend. If you build a PC, always use PC Part Picker. Because if you have any incompatibilities, they tell you. And it even will, like, list the cheapest options, too. That's how I built my computer.
We have a lot of boxes and a lot of PC parts, so it's best you unbox them, isolate the parts that you really need, place items into the case, and make sure that they all fit, and then start working. And now we're really going to start building by adding the motherboard in. Some notes about installing motherboards: they're really delicate, you should be really careful with them, and screw in with confidence, but also don't screw in too hard, otherwise you could crack the board. I chose Asus's Z370 motherboard for two main reasons. One, it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and also it has support for NVMe SSDs, meaning you can get really fast SSDs that are
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. He's already making a mistake. You never install the motherboard first. I'm going to tell you why right now. If you install the motherboard first, without putting your other components, there's not enough room in the case to work with. You always want to put the CPU and the heatsink and the RAM first before you even mess with anything else in the motherboard.
Really easy to install. Pay close attention to the brace that goes at the back of the computer. You always have...
Okay, that's not a brace. That's an I/O shield. Okay, if this dude... Is he joking right now? Is he like making, like, is he like literally making these mistakes on purpose? Like, he's actually like trying to make it funny or something? Because these are all wrong terminologies. How do you call a tweezer a zip tie? Oh, I'm sorry, zip ties tweezers. Oh boy. Oh boy.
To make sure that you really hammer it in, because there's no screw, it really just has to go outside of the case and clasp.
You do not hammer it in. When I started building computers, that's exactly the mistake I made. I got a freaking hammer and started hammering in. You know what happened? It broke, it bent in half and bulged out this other side. You never hammer the I/O shield in. You always push in with your two fingers on each side of it, and it should click right in. Matter of fact, that's not bracing. I mean, okay, it is bracing stuff, but honestly, sometimes if they don't, some motherboards, like if you get a used motherboard, it doesn't come with an I/O shield. There's many times that I built a computer that didn't have an I/O shield, and I just built it like that. I mean, for crying out, you can build a computer in a cardboard box if you want to really be cheap.
Onto the frame, and this is very important because otherwise you can't align the motherboard correctly with the holes. We're just going to start installing all 8 screws.
Okay.
So next we're going to install the RAM on the motherboard. I chose Corsair's 16GB Vengeance LED RAM for two main reasons. One, it has LEDs and we do like lights in our gaming desktops. Secondly, it's pretty fast RAM. It's 2666 megahertz, I believe. So it's
If that's DDR4, that is not fast RAM. 266 is like the... Okay, 3200 is the fastest RAM that I think I've seen. I have 3200 in my rig. 3000 is pretty fast, but then again, I have a Ryzen 2600X, and I need the extra RAM. I got 16 gigs. I have no LEDs on my RAM because I think it's dumb. I'm not constantly looking at my computer to look at LEDs anyways. But some people like it, it's like, and I get it, but like me, why waste money for it? I mean, if I want LEDs behind my monitor, LEDs, on my ceiling, or around my desk where I can actually see them. But honestly, I have LEDs. I have, the fans have LEDs, and I think my 2600, no, not 2600, 2060 Super, I think has LEDs on it.
It's pretty fast, and this motherboard supports that speed, which is most important. Open the slots first, and just aligning the stick with the middle of the strip, not with the end, and just lining that up with the logo. So once you hear that solid clasp and you don't see the gold connectors on the side anymore, that's when you know the RAM is in. Step 3, we're going to install the hard drive.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Ho, ho, ho! No, 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 no! Okay, that's not right. He has just screwed himself up big time. That RAM is side by side. That's a dual channel motherboard. You're supposed to have it spaced out. That's not right. And I made the same mistake when I first built my my recent computer, actually. I didn't realize that until it wouldn't boot. Like, it literally would not boot. Some motherboards will not let you boot. It will literally have a pop-up saying, you need to install in slot 1 and slot 3, not slot 1 and 2. I made the same mistake. With that kind of motherboard, you, bad,
Or in this case, the NVMe SSD. I chose this format.
I don't use that. I have a normal
so
SD
I
drive.
can input it into the motherboard without having to worry about extra wires or putting it in a separate part of the case and just getting really messy. This is from Kingston, and it's 480 gigabytes, so it's not a lot, but you can always upgrade this and swap it out, and it's only held down by one screw and the latch, so it's really simple and really straightforward. Speed for gaming is important when it comes to a hard drive. You want files to write quickly, and you want games to load quickly, so that's true if you use an SSD. Okay, so step 4, we're going to install the graphics card. I chose PNY's GTX 1080, which is overclocked, and so it's a pretty easy installation. You're just going to find the gold connectors, and you're going to line this bracket with the back end bracket of your PC case. Now, which lane you choose depends entirely on what other parts you're going to put in the system. I'm just going to pick the top one because the SSD is at the bottom, and I don't want to cover it. I just think it looks nice.
What the fuck? No! Okay. You have a PCI Express slot X16, an 8, and probably a few 2s. You don't ever put it in this X16 slot because that's the fastest slot. You don't just put it because it looks nice. He's lucky he put it there. If he did not, if you put that in the X8 slot, you get half performance. Is he doing this on purpose? Like, seriously, is he really doing this on purpose? Because this is stupid. Oh boy, does it get worse? Does it get worse?
Click down. Take your remaining brackets and just put them in the spots that you haven't used.
Brackets? That's
you don't have to
I guess it's a bracket.
They get bolted down by the back end bracket, and your GPU is installed.
Oh boy, I'm getting
Power
sick.
supply time. I chose Corsair's 850 watt power supply because I need enough headroom for ray tracing GPUs when they come out, and I don't want to have to upgrade it again. So all you have to do is take the brick and make sure that you align it with these little insulating pads so that the power supply doesn't short circuit and come into contact with the rest of the system.
No. Those are not insulating pads. Those are vibration pads. What those actually are is basically when you put your power supply in, it prevents the darn thing from rattling all over the damn place. Oh my god, this is...
So just take it in, slide it in nice and easy until you have a snug fit, and then shift it to the back and make sure it's...
No! No, 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 no! He's gonna burn that thing up! He is smothering the power supply. The fans will be curved outside. He's still smother it! It's gonna... Oh my god, he's gonna catch on fire. Oh, no, 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 no!
It's right up against the frame. Now, you just take the required screws and you tighten and screw in.
Dude, you're creating a bomb!
We're going to install the CPU cooler. In this case, it's going to go on the top end of the case, and we're just going to have the hose hang out for a little while.
So he's water cooling it. Okay, I don't...
A little later. Always be sure to try to place it in the system first before you install it, because you can see it takes up a lot of space. But in this case, no pun intended.
You're not funny, dude. At all.
We're going to start screwing it in.
I'm already cringing so bad right now.
They're just really long screws because they go through the entire frame of the cooler, and they take forever.
Wait a second. Hold on.
So next up...
Wait a second. Hold on.
Cables. Every power supply is going to come with a big bag.
Wait a second. Hold on. I'm sorry, but I think I have to look at that. I am not a fan of water cooling. I air cool because I'm always scared my system's gonna be fried, and I don't have a lot of money to replace it. But
in the system first before you...
Wait. Again, one more time.
Always be sure to...
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see.
A little later. Always be sure to...
There's no fans in that. He just screwed. Okay, I know how to install a water cooler. I do know. I'm not a fan of them, but I do not install one. There's gonna be fans on that thing, or it is inside. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna screw your water cooler up, buddy. The radiator is gonna be messed up.
In this case, there's nothing special about this screwing in process. They're just really long screws.
Yeah, they're really long screws because you didn't install the fan yet. You're not supposed to install it like that.
Because they go through the entire frame of the cooler, and they take forever.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
So next up, cables. Every power supply is going to come with a big bag of Velcro cables.
No, they do not. You have modular power supplies, and you have power supplies that are basically... Okay, you have power supplies that you can unplug the individual wires if you don't need them, and you have the yellow ketchup mustard kind of power supplies that are like plugged in and you can't remove them. They're soldered on the board inside the power supply. Dude, oh god.
Kind of daunting at first, so you always have to find the ones that are going to fit. In this case, you need to match those cables with the correct descriptions on the power supply. Next step is we're connecting the power supply to the motherboard with a 24-pin cable. We're just matching that cable from the motherboard, threading it through the back, and attaching the 24-pin header to the power supply so that we can have one...
Okay, you should have did that before you installed the graphics card. I had made that mistake when I first started building computers as well. If you don't do it before, you don't have a lot of space, and you end up bending the graphics card with your hand. So you always want to install your power supply and everything before the graphics card, because a limited amount of space.
The connection is complete. The next few additions will be for the GPU, for any specific ports that the case has, for any lighting that the case has, the CPU cooler, anything else really. We're installing the CPU, the heart of the computer or the brain, depending on how you look at it. So to do this, we're just going to remove the plastic covering that they put on the motherboard. I'm just going to take this little plastic part out. Just toss that out.
No! Oh my god, no! If you throw a plastic part away, you can't return it. Goodbye warranty. Oh.
And now we have an exposed CPU holder, or rather slot, on the motherboard. And we're going to use the CPU applicator. This is a special little part that not everyone may get, but this
Okay, one, I have never seen a CPU applicator before, and I've never used one. All you do is drop it in. That's it. Drop it in. Align the little marks or the little triangle on the side. Drop it in. If it doesn't drop in, then you're not doing it right. You never push it, and you just drop it in. And what is he doing with the applicator? Is he bending the pins or something? I think that motherboard, I'm not mistaken, had the pins already on it. I mean, mine doesn't. Mine is just a normal socket, but... Oh boy. You're an idiot.
The board that we got from ASUS definitely does have. It's called a CPU installation tool. It makes it really useful if you want to install a Core i7 hexa-core CPU. Yeah, we've got one, and it's an 8th generation chip.
Why do you act like you're like... I don't get it. Oh, we're so bad because we got this CPU. You can get that CPU anywhere. Amazon, Newegg, stores that sell computer parts. Yeah, we got one. Okay, sure, buddy.
And it's ready to go, and it supports overclocking. So
Yeah,
what having this little installer does for you is it's basically a brace that you can apply
A brace.
to the CPU.
Why?
Light it up with the triangles that you'll see on the bottom left corners. And this will make it easier for us to apply it to the motherboard and then apply thermal paste.
How is it going to make it easier? I don't understand. How? You just dropped the CPU inside of the socket. Ugh.
And then apply a CPU cooler on top. And we're just going to carefully lean it down into the system and make sure that everything lines up.
Whoa, whoa, hey, where is your application tool? Hold on a second. Where is your application
Light it up
tool?
with the triangles that you'll see on the bottom left corner.
He didn't even use it.
This will make it easier
Hold
to
on.
to the motherboard and then apply thermal paste and then apply a CPU cooler on top. And we're just going to carefully lean it down into the system and make sure that everything lines
He didn't
up.
even use it.
And we're going to clasp down on it and we'll be good.
He didn't even fucking use it! Look at that! It's right there! He knew he screwed up. He didn't even use a damn thing. Oh my god, what an idiot!
You go. So we're about to apply thermal paste to the CPU.
Oh no.
Every CPU cooler actually comes with a bit of thermal paste already neatly applied in a circle around it, but it's usually not enough. It's good, essentially PC building practice to have a little bit extra.
No! No, it is not! Absolutely not! If you have thermal paste already on, pre-applied to the heatsink, you do not need no more. For one, normally, you're supposed to rub that off and then put your own thermal paste, because normally, you buying your own thermal paste is better than using the store-bought, the stuff that comes on already.
And layer it on top of the CPU. The final portion is to add the CPU cooler to the top end of the processor. So you're gonna...
Oh my god! No way! Dude! What the hell? Oh my... Oh no, I feel sick. Oh my god! That's so much thermal paste! Dude! So he has thermal paste on the heatsink, plus enough thermal paste to install 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20 CPUs! When he smushes that down, it's gonna go all over his socket and motherboard. If that's conductive thermal paste, he is going to screw. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
See that there are 4 brackets, or rather like screws in here with brackets.
Brackets! There's a socket!
Here. And they're going to keep the cooler raised off the processor, but it's also going to be close enough to actually physically come in contact.
Is he seriously? Is he gonna seriously do it? He's not gonna wipe some of that off? He's gonna smush. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Take
No, it's not!
screws like this
That's even worse. Okay, thermal paste, the only... Okay, oh god, I'm going to try to explain this because I'm already cringing so bad right now. Okay, thermal paste, the reason why you use it is to... There's a lot of microscopic imperfections in the heatsink and the CPU. When you use it, it seals those imperfections and makes it like 100% smooth. It gets good contact. The heatsink now has good contact with the CPU. Putting too much on it, it ends up it smears out of it. And not to mention, if you don't screw it tight enough, there's no contact and you have a burnt up CPU, or it starts throttling. Because nowadays, okay, in the old days, they didn't have that that technology. In the old days, what you did was, if your CPU heated up, it burnt up. But now it throttles. So, but that's gonna throttle so bad. Oh my god.
Just screw them on. So now that our internals are done, we're gonna put all the panels back on, which is the top glass, side glass.
Oh my god! Thank God it's over.
All this fun stuff is happening. So we fully built the PC.
Well, that cable management, though, that's horrible. Okay, I am not the best in cable management. When I started building PCs, that's how mine didn't look that bad, but I was not too good. Nowadays, yeah, I'm good. That case is an expensive case. There is no reason. Okay, here's my problems. He had 2 tweezers. I'm sorry, 2 zip ties. Jesus Christ. Why he didn't use 1 zip tie to tie those cables together? And did he say he ran the wire? He's supposed to run the wire on the from the power supply in the hole in the other side, and then out then a hole again out. That's bad. And you got a big window, so you can look right inside there. Anybody looks at that computer and you'll be like, oh my god. So is he going to post? Because I don't think so.
Everything's put together. The post screen. So what's next?
He got to the post screen, ladies and gentlemen. He actually got to the post screen. Bravo, man! Because I bet you anything, if that computer stays on any longer than an hour, that power supply is gonna get so hot, it's gonna blow up. I'm telling you, there's no ventilation in that power supply.
You need a USB flash drive with your Windows installation media on it, and of course a license key. So I plugged that up, installed Windows in a couple of minutes, installed a bunch of drivers, and now we have a fully functioning gaming PC ready to run some games. Right now I've got Armor 3 running at maximum settings, native resolution, which is 1080p HD, and it's running pretty smoothly. Like, I'm averaging 70 and 80 FPS, and this is normally like a very intensive game to run, and it's still doing a pretty good job. So right now I'm playing League of Legends. It's one of my favorite games. I'm actually playing against a bot, and I'm distracted, so I'm not actually doing so well. But otherwise, like, this is pretty much what you would see me do on a gaming computer. Test stuff out, and hopefully have really high frame rates like I am right now.
I'll wait till the video's over before I say something about that.
I'm averaging 120 FPS, and that's only because I've actually locked the game to that frame rate, because I can get around 300 FPS playing League on maximum settings, which is a little bit absurd, and you don't really need that, so I've locked it. Building a gaming desktop has been a great experience. I'm able to max out a lot of my favorite titles, and I'll be able to play a lot of upcoming titles like Battlefield 5 and Cyberpunk 2077 without worrying too much about the parts I have. When ray tracing GPUs come out, for example, I'll be able to upgrade without having to buy a completely new system, and if I have a problem down the line, I can always just swap out a part and have it serviced rather than losing my whole computer. And of course now we also have a computer to test and benchmark games here at the Verge.
No. Okay. He's benchmarked, okay, for one, he's benchmarking testing on League of Legends. Any computer can run that damn game. Any computer. It's made for low-end computers. Also, he capped at 120. You know why he capped at 120 FPS? He had to cap it out. If he did not, he would have ghosting. his monitor probably can't support over 120 FPS. And returning his parts, not what he did. He threw the freaking cover off the this motherboard socket. He ain't returning that. They're not going to take it back. You have to have that back. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me show y'all something. Alright. I have a certification in hardware repair for computers. Okay? He needs to read this. See this book right here? Guide to Hardware, Comp TIA. This is what he needs to read. Because he's a freaking idiot. Here's my question. How can someone make so much money and get so much stuff wrong? He's supposed to know how to build computers. I don't do it for a living. I do it for friends. I build my own computers. This is bad. Even when I started building computers, even before I got my degree from Ashworth College, I'm a certified PC technician. If I wanted to do that, but I don't because I take care of my grandmother and that's where I'm at. But if I did, I could do that. So does the Verge just hire anybody to build computers? At Capital One, get your name off of it. Oh my God, presented by Capital One? No. Hey everyone, I just wanted to show y'all around my room and also show you my computer since I did I'm doing a review on that video. I'm gonna put this inside of the reaction so y'all know what I'm running, because it doesn't seem fair for me to critique somebody without showing y'all what I have. And I've never actually showed anybody my room, you know, and where I do my Let's Plays and everything. So that's what I'm gonna do. So, hope y'all enjoy it. Okay, so as I was saying before, how I have my LEDs up here, yeah, I have it running up here. I have, you know, the LEDs over here. I want to kind of take a video of it like dark, so y'all can see exactly how everything looks. Let me try to get a good view of it. There we go. See, that's pretty much how it all would look, pretty much with the lights off. I'm gonna turn the lights on so y'all can see a little bit better in the room. So, you know, I got my, you know, my posters. Y'all probably have seen my, you know, my family, my grandmother's pictures over there. You see my posters on the wall, my mirror, you know, pretty much, you know, y'all haven't seen, you know, my posters. See me close my closet here. This is kind of like a tour of my room, you know. It's not a very big room, but I put a lot of work and effort trying to get this old house to look decent. This house was made in like the 50s, you know. 50s or 60s, something like that. So everything is kind of not that easy to, you know, really do. So, like, this is pretty much my room. And trying to get like a really good video of all of everything, you know. So there's other things too that I want to show y'all. The fact that, of course, I have my diploma here. You know, I do have a diploma. But I also do have proof that I am certified to work on computers, not just saying, oh, well, oh, I'm just talking on my butt, because I'm not. Right there, alrighty, if you can focus on there, that is my certification to work on computers. Computer services and repair, and hardware programming. I also got honors in that, so I actually graduated with honors, so, so all that good stuff. I'm not saying I'm the best at making computers, but I'm definitely not the worst at it. Stefan, for what I know, I've did some research on the guy, he is he has a major in science engineering or something like that, or computer science. Well, guess what? He doesn't know anything about computers. This is my computer. This is what my computer looks like on the outside. There's windows, and I'm going to also show y'all what it looks on the inside. I'm going to open it up and show y'all my parts and show you everything that I have going on, But yeah, that's pretty much all my stuff here. And I'm going to show you up here as well, how my katana's up here and all the good stuff. You got my anime posters and stuff like that. And I'm pretty proud of it. I've worked pretty hard, trying to get everything to look, as decent as possible. And I mean, it looks really good. I mean, it does. It does look good. I mean, when I do my Let's Plays and my reactions, y'all are not really seeing the front of me. So I thought, okay, it's a good chance of saying, hey, let's go ahead and show y'all what it looks like, in my room, in the front of me, because y'all really can't see it. So I'm going to go and open my computer case, and I'm going to show you how my stuff is all rigged up and everything. All right. So this is my computer. Okay. I built this about a year ago. About a year ago. And I'm going to show you the components I have in my computer, and I'm also going to show you that I actually do know what I'm talking about. Again, it's not fair for me to critique somebody if I don't show you how my build is working right here. Alright, so this is my build. As you can see, the fan is not the opposite way. You'd never want to put your fan the opposite way. You have to have the airflow. You can see that my cable management is not the best, but it's also not the worst. You can also see down here that it is split. You see there's a gap right here? That's dual channel. You never want to put your RAM close by each other, ever. Now, there's some things you are going to rig up, but let me show you something. Okay, so you see, this is the X16 slot. That's what my graphics card's under. These slots right here, these are, I don't know if they're X16, I think they're X8s. These are PCI, these are PCI slots. So these right here are not for your graphics card. You don't just put your graphics card where you want to put it. You put it on the first slot because it's X16. Also, notice one thing. I would like to show you something. Just notice one thing about this. Okay? See how I have no anti-static wristband? No, none? See, none? You don't need an anti-static wristband if you know what you're doing. If you discharge yourself by touching the case, see, this is metal right here. If you discharge it by touching the case, you don't have to worry about a electrostatic discharge. So this is all my stuff. I have a bunch of fans here, my two fans. I have these fans here. Let's see if I can show you all them. You have a fan here, you have a fan here. These are all rigged up, of course, because this case didn't start with 1, 2, 3, 4 fans. No, it started with only 2 fans here and 1 fan here. So this is a decent case. It's a good case. But as you can see, my cable management is not the best. But the thing with this is, there's ways of fixing cable management. Oh, and of course, you need zip ties. See, zip ties are really good to use. It's good to have zip ties. Should have cut the ends off of these, though. And there's some things I have rigged up. Like, for example, the cooler. I have one side, but it only came with 1 fan, so I rigged another fan with a zip tie. So, there's ways you can rig stuff up and it will still work. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Now I want to show y'all something else, so give me a second. Let me flip it over here. These are where all the cables are hidden. You see that? You see how all the cables are hidden? You can't see them? That's the little compartment you would hide the cables in. They don't have, this case I don't think has a dedicated hider. So you have to kind of make things work. It looks bad right here, and of course it does. It's not going to mean that's where you have to put the wires at. But if you notice that I've used 2 tweezers here, zip ties here, okay, to tie everything together. So that's the reason why. Now, what I was saying in the reaction was this. See, that's one problem. See, when you turn it around, do that, the fan kind of comes off. So I kind of have to fix that when I put it back in my room. But as you notice, how everything is going from here to the back. What I was saying is this right here, you pretty much would install this after you install the motherboard in, and then you would run your cables. You see how big the graphics card is? Let me show y'all real quick about this as well. So, if you can see here, I can get a good view of it. It's kind of dusty in there. But you can see that it does not look that bad. The cable management is decent. But when you looked at Stefan's build, his cable management was non-existent. So I'm saying I'm not the best at cable management, but I'm telling you right now, I'm a bit better than that. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to sell myself short here. I'm way better than that. But yeah, that's my computer in a nutshell. And of course, let's show my ROM. I'm glad hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, consider leaving a like on the video. And if y'all like what I do on the channel, consider subscribing. That does help me a lot. And thank y'all so much for watching. And I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. And I hope you enjoyed the video added to it. And I hope y'all have an awesome rest of y'all day. And I'll see y'all later. His name is Steven. His name is Steven something. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Alright. This dude right here. This is his Twitter. Alright. This person right here. There was something. I went on Twitter and I found some interesting stuff. Because he got the thing so wrong, and people called him out for it, from what I can tell, he basically cried like a little baby and said, "Oh, racist, 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 I'm black." I bet you 10% of people was saying racist things, because that's how the internet works. Get over it. But 90% of the people? Okay. Let's find out on that YouTube video. Does that look like, does that look like racist to me? No. Doesn't look like racist. It looks like people are saying, you're an idiot, you do not know how to build a computer. So, let me get this straight, Stefan. If I go to the Verge, and I say, I know how to build a computer, and I have I got my college degree, okay? And let's say, I do not know a damn thing about it, and I only read the book. Okay, hold on. Only read the book. That's all I did. I read the book. I passed the test. 2 years later, I forgot everything I learned, or almost everything I learned. Never touched a computer in my life. I go to the Verge. Hey, Verge, you gonna hire me? Yeah, sure, we'll hire you. Hey, we'll put you present by Capital One in front of the entire internet. And let you do a video. Boy, it must be funny how people can be so stupid and still get so much money. Where people who actually know what they're doing don't get nothing. Oh my god. And the funny thing is, the Verge took the video down. And it was just such a debacle that they took the video down. So, the Verge, I would never trust the Verge ever. Ever, 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 ever. This is a re-upload, by the way. And I will put the original link to this video in the description below. Okay. Please. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick after seeing that. If you build a computer and you're the first builder, if you're a first-time builder, please, I implore you, do not follow this. You will be making a bomb. You will be making a computer that's going to burn up, and all that money you put in it is going to be gone. Watch J2Sense, watch Bitwit, watch Linus Tech Tips. Watch those three. They know what they're doing. Oh my god, do they? Watch them, okay? If you want explosions, okay, and you want to see things blow up and electricity blow up, watch Electro Boom. Watch him. He shocks himself all the time. But don't waste your hard-earned money and follow this. So if you are a new PC builder, please do not follow this. This was insane. Oh my god. Anyway, that's all for me today. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have an awesome rest of y'all night. I'll see y'all later. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wash my eyes after I've seen this.